In this video, I will teach you the volume profile. It is one of the most powerful tools which can give you precise sniper entries for your trades. Most people don't know about this one simple tool, but after watching this video, you will be able to add this to your trading arsenal. So let's start with the basics before we get into the actual trading. The volume profile, guys, is a versatile tool that many traders use. It's a very precise tool to show you the volume on your chart. So let's get right into it. What are these pivots? What are these things here on our chart? So between this yellow line and this yellow line is 70% of orders being executed. So 70% of volume is in between these two lines. What are these lines called? So this whole range here is the value area, and this is the value area high. This is the point of control, and this is the value area low. The point of control is where most of the orders got executed in this time frame. So from where you draw the volume profile till the end, the point of control is where the most orders have been executed. So to make this very simple, guys, I put in everything in an ebook. It is completely for free. Check it out. The link is in the description. So let's get into this step-by-step guide. Step one, we have the volume profile right here. This is the value area high, the point of control, the value area low. What we want to do is draw the fixed range volume profile of the previous week and the previous day and of the current day, and identify the volume pivots, and then also look at the low volume nodes. But we're going to go into all of that later on, guys, so don't be overwhelmed. In the beginning, you can focus on the previous day's profile first, and once you get used to it, you can start implementing the current weeks and the current days profiles as well. Quick break, guys. Sponsor of this video is Prop Firm Match. As we know, most of you guys are prop firm traders, and that's the best platform to choose your prop firm. You can compare the prop firms. You can see which evaluation is the best evaluation for you. You can collect loyalty points, and with those points you can get free evaluations, and you can check reviews, you can check payout certificates, and all of those things. I myself use it as well. It's a pretty reliable platform. You don't have to pay anything, and you will pay even less with the discount codes of Prop Firm Match. So the link is in the description. Make sure to check it out, and let's continue with the video. So right here, step two, this is just an example with the previous day volume profile, but it works on all of them. So now we have drawn the volume profile, and in this case, the example is with the previous day, like I said, but it works on all of them. Now what we're gonna do is just wait for one of these pivots to get retested. So that brings us to step three, and step three is the most important step actually, because we have to wait for the manipulation candle. So right here you have the example. We are ranging around the point of control, and then we get the manipulation candle, which is the core of our strategy, guys. So we wait for the range buildup, then the manipulation candle forms, and then we execute on that trade. The time frames are the 3-minute, the 5-minute, the 10-minute, and the 15-minute as well. 3-minute is only if you're already a little bit advanced. So step four is the actual execution, guys. We will enter after the manipulation candle closure. The stop loss will be below the manipulation candle, and we will aim always for a minimum of 1 to 2, guys. This is very, very important. You have to really stick to that. If you don't stick to that, that will diminish the edge of the strategy. So it is very, very important that we aim for a minimum of 1 to 2 risk reward, and the good trades will always give you a 1 to 2 risk reward regardless. So right here, guys, New York session has started already. So we have to draw out the volume profile. Today is Thursday, so I have to draw out the volume profile of Wednesday to have the volume profile of the previous day, right? So we're gonna go ahead here to the left and click here to the top left corner and take the fixed range volume profile. Start from 6 p.m. EST because we need the volume profile of Wednesday, and drag it all the way to market close of Wednesday. And now we have to click here. We don't want it to extend to the right because we just want the volume profile of that whole day, right? And now if you guys realize, the volume profile is not really necessary. Why? Because we are way down here, but the volume profile is way up here, so we won't really use the volume profile. So this can happen, guys, when the market starts to trend. That's why it's very important important to know how to use the current day's volume profile as well. So to do that, today is first day. So we go all the way to market open, which is right here, 6 p.m. EST, and then take it all the way to the right. But in this case, we will click on extend right. So now we have the volume profile of today. What are we going to wait for now? We have step one, right? We have the volume profile. We drew it out, and now we have to wait for the manipulation candle, guys. We have to wait for the range to form and then for the manipulation candle so we can get a trade here. The manipulation candle has to form from the value area high, from the point of control, or from the value area low. And you guys can see some red candles here on my chart. To get that, click the link in the description. There is a free indicator and you can also use it and have the manipulation candle on your chart just like that. Let's play the candles, guys. Right here you guys can see we have a bullish manipulation candle from the point of control. You may ask yourself, okay, why is this not an entry Kadir? Answer is very simple, because this trade is not according to the trend. You guys have seen we are way below the previous day's volume profile, and that's because we are in a bearish trend at this point. So we want to position ourselves with the trend, right? And take shorts. So that's why we have to wait for a bearish manipulation candle. And let's play the candles now a little bit. So right here, guys, we have a critical part. We are outside of the value area. If you guys remember, I talked about low volume node in the beginning, and we have a low volume node right here, guys. And we are tapping that low volume node and rejecting from there. Let's see if we can get a manipulation candle from there, but we really need to go back into the value area so we can trade back to value. Right here, guys, we have a 5-minute manipulation candle closing below the value area high, and this means game time. Now we are going to execute on this trade because all of our criteria have been met, so there is no time to wait here. So I'm gonna sell the market right here, put my stop loss above the manipulation candle, and put my take profit for a 1 to 2, which is also the range low here. So a perfect scenario for me, and let's see how this trade plays out. Well, we are ranging a little bit in here, back at break even, still ranging. Now we have a little breakout here. And just like that, we hit the take profit, and wow, look at that. We go for even more than that. That's even more than 2R, but you will always aim for a minimum of 1 to 2R. That's to make the strategy mechanical. As you guys have seen, the strategy is 100% mechanical, guys. There was zero discretion. I told you guys everything in advance about the rules, and we followed the rules and we got the trade. And that's the beauty of our strategy. We have a 100% mechanical strategy, and that's why you guys can also replicate these kind of trades. So guys, right here, second example, New York session, and this is on NQ now. We will do the steps again. So we will draw out the previous day's volume profile and see what happens. We have first day again, and we're gonna draw out the volume profile of Wednesday. Go to the top left corner, take the volume profile, fixed range volume profile, go to 6 p.m. EST, drag it all the way to the right to the market close, just like that, and make sure you don't have extend right, guys. That's very important if you are drawing out the previous day's volume profile. And what you guys will realize again, we trended to the downside, and the previous day's volume profile again is not that relevant. The reason why I'm showing it to you guys still is because the previous day's volume profile is very important when you have a rangy market. The previous day's volume profile is very powerful, but in this case we don't really need it. So we're gonna go ahead and draw out the current day's volume profile here, drag it all the way to the right, but in this case we need the extend right tool right here. So now we drew out the volume profile, and now we just have to wait for a manipulation candle from one of these three levels, from the value area high, or from the point of control, or from the value area low, guys. Let's play the candles and see what happens. And by the way, New York Stock Exchange opened at this point and volume kicked in. You guys can see it from the candle sizes. It's a big difference in volume. So we have now formed a big range here at the top of the value area. Let's see if we can get a manipulation candle here. Just like that, we have a huge manipulation candle, guys. Interesting thing is we are rejecting the value area high and the point of control, closing below both of them and closing very strong. So this is a no-brainer, and that brings us to the last step, which is the execution, guys. So I will not hesitate here and execute a short, and as always we will target a 1 to 2 minimum, guys. So we got into the short. Stop loss gonna be above the high here. We will target the 1 to 2 like I said, and let's see what happens, guys. Okay, back to break even here. Look at that. Okay, So it took some time, but the take profit got hit, and just like that, the trade is done. Simple trades, simple strategy, simple rules, and if you follow a super simple strategy, you get the results, guys. So just a reminder, guys, the ebook link is in the description where I break down the whole strategy of the volume profile. So go ahead and click the link in the description and get the ebook. Now, if you're serious about putting all this together into a complete system, I have something special for you. The Manipulation Model Mentorship is my comprehensive mentorship where I show you how to apply these principles on live funded accounts. You get the strategy, the psychology, the live trade reviews, and direct access to me and my brother. This isn't theory, it's the exact system I use to make consistent profits every single month. Our students are getting funded, making payouts, and getting consistent with this exact system. It's not for everyone. There is a 4-figure investment you have to make, but if you're ready to level up and start getting consistent results, check the link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video.